Hello, Belly. How you doing? It's a little bit of a grey day in beautiful Florence. But as I said, I would meet you. Ecco, here we are. So, hi Leslie. As I told you, I would virtually meet you in Piazza Duomo. And here I am. I'm in Piazza Duomo on this a little bit grey Florentine day. It has actually been raining all day. And just now, it's a little clearer. Ciao, Bella Sue. Nice to see you. So we're going to take a nice walk around this beautiful square. And I'm going to walk into the district of San Lorenzo. And we're going to meet Francesco, who is owner of La Gelatiera, which is an artisan. Let me just show you the view rather than looking at me. Wait a second, let me turn that around. Who is an artisanal gelato maker. So he has a gelateria. He also makes delicious cannoli that are freshly filled at his gorgeous little store. So we're going to talk to him and his lovely wife all about gelato. Now, if there's anyone new on the live, I just want to introduce myself. So my name is Linda. I'm originally from Australia. I've been in Florence for 21 years. I'm a tour operator, a guide, and I'm addicted to learning more about food and wine. I'm also a sommelier. I organize multi-day vacations all over Italy. And at the moment, we're in a little bit of a, ciao, Sharon, we're in a little bit of a catastrophe in the world. Every Friday, I bring you a lovely little walk around the city centre, or sometimes if I'm in another city like Rome or Venice, I'll meet you there every Friday for TGI Fridays with Italy Customized. So let's go and have a walk around Piazza Duomo, and then we'll go to meet Francesco. Now, here we are. Ciao Bella Judy. Here we are in front of the baptistry. Hi, Shelley. Hello. And here we can see, oh yes, you came to my office. Hi, Shelley. And so here we can see that view that we never tire from. In fact, there's an incredible YouTube video that actually shows them the maintenance of the tip of the pendulum. So when Brunelleschi died, he didn't actually get to see the finished dome, but he left very strict instructions to add that pendulum. Giorgio Vasari actually added that. So he was the famous architect from the Renaissance, and actually one of the first artists to ever write a book about the artist, called The Lives of the Artists by Giorgio Vasari. It's a fabulous book. Hi Patty, hi Chris. And there's actually this incredible video. You have to find it on YouTube. Maybe I'll send you guys the link on this live, where you can actually see that gold dome that is pushing down on the pendulum by Verrocchio. Hi Wendy. They actually open that little dome up and you can see them right up the top. The view is magnificent. And of course, millions of tourists actually make their way all the way up the spiral staircase to visit the cupola and see that incredible view. Hi Lexi, ciao Bella. And here we can see also the bell tower by Giotto. So this was built in 1344. Can you imagine? There's also a staircase that goes up there. And unfortunately, Mario is actually my partner. He's an ER doctor. It was an Italian guy who actually was not feeling very well. Thankfully, didn't have a heart attack. And they had to climb up all of the stairs to save him. The helicopter couldn't fly around this area because the top tiles of the fourth largest cathedral in the world are not actually attached very well. So they actually had to climb all the way up the tower to save the day. Good old Dr. Mario. Hi Wendy. Hello, Wendy Magliozzi. Tony's niece, gorgeous. Now look at this square. Have you ever seen the square looking so empty? it's quite incredible, you know. I mean, after living here for 21 years, you never tire of visiting and looking at these incredible monuments. The fact that we could just kind of walk straight in front of the cathedral and stand here without anyone in front of us is really kind of crazy. We're actually in what's called yellow zone at the moment, so many of the museums and galleries are actually open. And you see on the right hand side, the door is actually open. I hope that you can come back and fill the square again. We miss all of you so much. And here we can see they're actually working on the doors. There's a lot of maintenance taking place at the moment, actually. They just, well, at the beginning of the year, no, maybe it's a year and a half ago, that they actually restored the baptistry. Let me show you. You can see this gorgeous hexagonal building that looks like a temple. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Hello everyone, hello friends of Judy. Hello friends, nice to see you. So I actually introduced myself at the beginning, but for those of you that arrived a little later, thank you for joining. We're here every Friday walking around the city centre. Sometimes we're in Venice, sometimes we're in Rome. It just kind of depends. And if you want to know more about the timings and so on, just hook up to my, subscribe on my mailing list so that you can find out more information about lives and when you come back to Firenze. I would love to meet you. Look at that. Look at the facade. So let's walk towards the district of San Lorenzo. We're walking along Via dei Martelli. And this promenade actually is typically filled with bars and cafes, but even in January it's actually closed because it's cold, and it's a typical winter day in Florence. We can see a great view of the baptistry behind us, and in front of us we're getting a little closer to another incredibly beautiful building on the left side, which is the Medici Riccardi. So if any of you have been watching the Medici show, you may have heard well, basically this was the first home of the Medici family, the Medici Riccardi. Now the palace is so beautiful. It's actually the prototype of Renaissance buildings, designed by the great Michelozzi. And maybe you can familiarise my Italian lesson. I'm so glad I can make it. Ah, how gorgeous, Nancy! Brava! Allora parla italiano benissimo, Nancy. Here we can familiarise with Italy. In fact, the Italy has a fabulous bakery inside. But when you walk in there, you easily spend, 30 to 50 euros. There's just too many yummy things to buy. And here we're getting closer to the Palazzo Medici Riccardi. So for those of you who have visited Florence and have not been inside the Medici Riccardi, it is one of the most beautiful palaces of Florence. It has a beautiful museum inside, and here you can see they're restoring the palace at the moment. They're just doing a little bit of work, and the picture that you see, Olivia Capri is so interested in the video. Ah, Olivia! Ciao, bellissima! Oh, I can't wait to see her. I can't wait to meet her. She is so beautiful. She is just so beautiful. And look at that. Look at that. Can you see that fresco there? That's actually inside the chapel, inside the Palazzo Medici Riccardi. And it's by Benozzo Gozzoli. And it is a fresco of the Magi. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you get a chance, when you come back to Firenze, you have to visit the inside of the palace. Let me see if I can get a good view of the front of it so you can see how beautiful it is. There it is, the Palazzo Medici Riccardi, okay? Medici, because it was built for the Medici family. And then when they moved over to the Palazzo Vecchio, the Riccardi family lived there, okay? And so actually the gardens are also quite beautiful. And here we can see this gorgeous palazzo. Look at that view. This is taking us towards the Gelateria on the right side, and now we're going to come out. In front of us is actually the Basilica of San Lorenzo. So now we're in the district of San Lorenzo. Typically, you used to see the markets, the outdoor markets, all the way from the beginning of this road to towards the Mercato Centrale, which is the largest. Ciao from Dallas, ciao Sue. Which is the largest marketplace that we have in the city centre. Now, no longer do we see the stands out here. They actually are a little more beyond. And here we can see the Basilica of San Lorenzo. You see, it's very particular because it doesn't actually have the facade. You know, many of the facades were added actually less than 100 years ago. And this was exactly what they looked like. The only one that is original in the city centre is actually the one of Santa Maria Novella. That was actually added, designed by Leon Battisti Alberti, a great architect. And that one is an original one from the Middle Ages. Back here we can see the chapel, the Medici chapel, because they're buried inside, behind actually, the Basilica. Eccoli. Gorgeous view of San Lorenzo. There's a few people around. Obviously, we all still have to be wearing masks. Hi, Nancy. And here we can see the symbol of the Medici. Now we're going to take the Via dei Ginori. We're going to meet Francesco at La Gelatiera. This is an artisanal gelateria. It's not easy for anyone at the moment, but small businesses are really suffering. And Francesco is so passionate. He opens up every day so he can hopefully see people around. And when I just walked in there before to see how he was doing, he let me taste one of his gelatos. Yummy, with a little bit of whiskey and vanilla. I know it's a little bit early to be tasting gelato whiskey. I still have to pick the kids up from school, take them to soccer, but it was just a little tiny spoon and it tasted amazing. So we're taking here the Via dei Ginori. Eccoci qua. Now we're going to stand in front of the gelateria so you can see it. Let me just show you now. Allora, look how pretty it is. La Gelatiera. So those of you who are watching in Firenze, you can actually order online as well. And what's really great about it is they also have gluten-free and vegan products. And so, look how cute it is. This building, look at this beautiful building where the gelateria is. Here we can see this gorgeous... Hi, Annette. Hi, darling. I wish you guys were here with me having a gelato. Allora. So here we can see this gorgeous place. And we're going to walk inside the gelateria and meet Francesco. Allora. Let's see. Now, if the Wi-Fi goes off, I actually have the Wi-Fi of Francesco, so connect. Eccoli, we're back. Allora, Francesco, come stai? Tutto bene, tutto bene. Do you understand a little bit of English, Francesco? Can I speak to you a little bit in English? Do you mind pushing down the mask so they can hear you? And I'll just stay. How long have you had your gelateria for?
9 years.
9 years? 9 years. And you make all of the gelato here?
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about this passion of gelato. Where did it come from?
Because I was inspired by the bar in the past.
Uh-huh.
So for 10 years. And then I would like to change. So I have that experience. job, you know, every years.
Yes. Yes.
Because people is that is happy.
Yes.
Happy.
Yes.
People is a bit boring, you know, with the coffee, espresso, cappuccino.
Yes.
So in the bar, in Gelateria, people is happy because they want something happy.
They want something happy. That's right. People, when you say the word gelato, people smile.
Yeah, people smile. Look at gelato is smiling.
That's true. Do you typically make the same type of gelato, like the creamy flavors, you keep the same, and maybe do you do also sorbet?
So, we do, the gelato is divided in sorbet and cream. This is gelato.
So Francesco is saying that he's had his gelateria for 9 years, and he has a blend of creamy gelato and also sorbet. So typically the il sorbetto, is it typically like depending on the season, the fruit?
Sorbet is now used to call vegan, but the sorbet is vegan because it's just water.
Ah.
Just fruit or chocolate or pistachio or anything you can do. It's a little bit difficult, but you can do the same things with the cream in sorbet.
Wow.
Not bad, but
So Francesco's saying that his gelato, so all of your gelato is vegan?
half vegan, half no.
So half vegan, half with egg.
Yes.
Yeah? So half and half. So he has a blend of that. And why vegan, Francesco?
Vegan because it's so light, it's fresh. The fruit you can do. Other North Europe, they used to make the gelato with the milk, but because it's a bit heavy. If you do
It's
with
heavy.
water, it's light.
So it's a lot lighter if you make
You
vegan.
can taste the perfume, the fruit with the milk. You cover
You cover the flavors, yeah. So
Yes.
it's perfect just to use the fresh milk. So we want to meet you as well. This is Francesco's lovely wife.
That chocolate is vegan.
Oh my gosh, it's vegan?
Yes.
There's no milk inside?
No.
Oh my gosh. They have a chocolate. Look at this.
You have to taste.
Oh my gosh.
Peanuts.
And also peanut.
Peanuts.
Peanut going to taste.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to taste it. I'm going to taste it for you guys.
And the cream.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
And that chocolate is like, we do pistachio, we do coconut.
I'm tasting it for you. I'm tasting it for you. Everyone's going, it sounds amazing. Hang on, let me show you them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So no milk.
No.
Oh my gosh, it tastes fantastic. The chocolate, what type of chocolate do you typically use? Just a dark chocolate?
Cacao mass first, and that is from Peru and from Jamaica, or some people use.
So the chocolate is typically coming from Peru or Jamaica. You know, in Tuscany, we have what we call the Chocolate Valley, and we have a lot of great chocolate producers. But typically, our chocolato is coming from South America.
So,
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, usually South America.
Africa, from Kenya as well.
So tell us a little bit about how you're doing right now. Dici un po' come state andando avanti ora.
And noi siamo fermi, we are stopping now. We just prepare to go very fast in the future.
They're
Because
preparing. It's not easy, is it? It's not easy. For the people who are watching who are in Florence, can they order your products? Can they order online?
Yes, right, of course.
How can they do that?
Uber Eats.
So with Uber Eats, for those of you who are here in Firenze with Uber Eats, you can actually order online. I just noticed that you have panettone. There's panettone as well. Oh my gosh, how delicious.
And we do sugar-free.
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 Sugar-free for diabetics. So this is the healthy gelato. You know, we always think that gelato, it's not really that good for you. But this place, the gelato is good for you.
Yogurt, sugar-free.
What is this?
Yogurt.
Oh, sugar-free yogurt. Buonissimo. Do you have to make this type of gelato every day?
In the summer, yes.
In the summer, you have to make it every day.
Yes, yes.
So, what is the difference between this amazing gelato that you have here compared to the gelato that you find, the giant woofs that you find in a...
It's okay for
Can
that.
we be honest? Can we
Yes,
be honest?
yes, please be honest. Tell us the truth.
So, the gelato, so if you do natural gelato, without chemical, without preservative, you have to keep it closed. Because if you put the fruit, the fresh fruit, on the hair or the chocolate, it can make it oxidize.
It oxidizes.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the traditional container for gelato.
That is the classic container, the carapina, yes.
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 Yeah.
It's
And-
like what you would see along the Amalfi Coast, the little old ladies with their sorbetto. They usually have this container.
If you do the mouth, we have the problem with the snow. The snow is coming down when it's the sun. Why do we have the mouth? There is something strange.
Yes.
Chemical. The cold coming with the chemical.
Yes.
There is, in this
So all
yes.
natural products, that's the
Yes.
difference.
Yeah, we made it from
Yeah,
scratch.
yes.
Like we toast our pistachio by ourselves, and then we just
Make
make
the
it
pasta.
into a pasta, and then we make our gelato. Everything is
All
from
the same.
scratch. And the gelato you see outside, a lot of them is like making from the premix.
Oh, like
It's
powdered.
premix cake.
Oh,
You
yes.
just-
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
A lot of the gelato that we see, I was wondering why it wasn't built up like some gelateria. Yes, this is a great sign when you don't see the very high gelato. This is very, very fresh because this gelato is impossible to make this mountains, no? It will melt.
No.
We make small amounts.
It leaves just
Yes.
3 days, 4 days, 5
Yes,
days.
yes.
Then it goes down. It's
Yes.
Not, you can.
So it's impossible. So that's all additives and chemicals that they add.
Exactly.
Almond with the fresh pasta, roast, toasted, and make pasta with us.
By ourselves.
By yourself.
Almonds, mandorla. You can taste all the granules and flavors of the almond. It's so good. So good.
But Linda had
This is hazelnuts, but I prefer when the students say nocciola.
Oh, nocciola. Nocciola. So the hazelnut, where do you get the hazelnuts from?
Piemonte.
Piemonte.
The best.
From the Langhe. The best ones that you can find. Oh. I think that's the best nocciola that I've ever had in my life. It's so fresh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, fantastic.
Yeah, the pre-mix, or we just make it from
You make
scratch.
everything from
Yes.
scratch. So the pistachio, where do you get the pistachio from? From Sicily. From Sicily. Do you remember, Judy, you were there in Bronte? Yes, 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 yes. So, yes, and nocciola. That's your favorite. Judy's favorite is nocciola. Is nocciola.
Our gelato of whiskey.
Yes, I told them while I was walking here, I told them that I tasted your gelato with whiskey. It's so good. That would actually be a great one to get from home. If any of you are in Firenze on Uber Eats, you can order that at home. That whiskey and after dinner is perfect.
The last time we ate it, this is pistachio.
Oh my God. Look at the colour.
Yes, thank you.
Look at the colour. Look at the colour of the pistachio. You see, when this is another good sign, like when you see bright green, going to Bronte with you and Carmelo. The pistachio is like la fine del mondo. La fine del mondo. So good. Buonissimo. Buonissimo. Oh, look at this, guys. Look. Look at this. Look at the color. So you have to roast them? Yeah? Oh my gosh, so delicious. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing knowledge with us. Now, darlings, you know that I'm going to bring you here when you can come back to Firenze. And we don't know when that's going to happen, but when you can, we're going to be here. And it's so great. Thank you for joining me and meeting these wonderful people who are true artisans. And we're here to support local businesses sending you lots of love. Be in touch and be ready for every Friday. I'm going to show you a great local business. And when you can come back, we're going to visit, especially the La Gelatiera. And if you can, go onto Facebook, or onto social media, and click like for Gelatiera so that we can support them, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. Tantissimi baci. Remember to subscribe to my mailing list so that you can find more information about my Facebook Lives. I'm sending you lots and lots of kisses. Take care. Tanti baci. Saluta.
See you soon. Enjoy.